For today's session, we have Mr. Kush Kapoor, CEO, Roseate Resorts. Sir started his career with the Trident Udaipur and Trident Cochin after completing his hotel management diploma from IHM Hyderabad. With over 22 years of experience in the hospitality industry, Sir has covered the most iconic hotels during his hospitality career across India, including Oberoi Group, the Taj Group of Hotels, and the Leela Group, and has many laurels to his feet. Sir also launched Roseate Hotels and Resort brand in India, which has become an iconic luxury hotel brand in India. He has been awarded with the Innovative Hotelier of the Year award. Hello.
Yes, please go on, Ruli.
Okay. Sir has been awarded with the Innovative Hotelier of the Year award in 2010 by Hotelier India. There are many such prestigious awards received by Sir during his illustrious career. It is indeed a pleasure to have you for today's session, sir. I welcome you. I
Thank you.
now request you to share your knowledge and expertise with our students.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thanks for the time today, and thanks to all the students community also today. I'll try my best to tell anything and everything what I've learned over the last 22 years, as ma'am Roli also has mentioned very clearly on that part. And I would only request all my students community to use the chat box option and probably ask me as many questions you can ask in between or even maybe later the session. I've just now given my details on the Facebook, LinkedIn, and the WhatsApp and the email ID. In case anybody wants to get connected with me, I'm more than happy to assist people during the session or even post the session on that part. Right? Just one request: please be interactive. That will just keep me awake and help me to pass on my learnings and knowledge also to everybody down the line. And I'll try making it as much interactive as I can. Thank you. The topic what I've chosen actually today is the impact of COVID on the hotel and hospitality industry and the future strategies. Now, we all understand what we are going through. It's been almost 6 months sitting at home, job losses, everybody's talking about negativity in the world. There's hardly anything which is new happening in the hotel industry, anywhere else also. So I'll try shortening this topic as much as possible and try focusing on the second thing, what are the future strategies? How do I develop myself or my team to be future, probably I would say safe and secure on that part, right? Impact, let's just run through maybe 2 minutes impact. The left hand side, you know, everybody knows that there are tons of job losses, lakhs and crores of job losses, negativity all around, economy impact, debt and loans have increased, depression, demotivation, World Italy stopped for 5 months, hotels closed. As on date, if you ask me, there are 50% of hotels in India have been shut down completely. There are 30% of hotels in US which are permanently shut right now. We have enough of quantity in the market, but there's very minimum of quality there existing in the market at this point of time. I will rather focus more on the second part of this slide, which is on the right hand side right now. I always prefer looking at the life on the positive side rather than looking at what 99% of the population looks into. So for me, job loss actually led to alternate sources of income. So if I give you a couple of examples of what we guys have done in our hotels, we've started our food delivery, we started our laundry business, we started the bottling plant in the hotel, we started the cake deliveries, and we've started a lot of other things in the hotel. So that was an alternate source of income for us rather than just waiting for somebody or the government to let the economy open up. Negative all around, we all have been talking about that enough and more, but for me, this was the best time for us to do innovation. And actually, what innovation we were able to do in our hotels, we will not be able to do for the last 4 years because of the busy schedules of everybody. And I can discuss on innovation, just one quick innovative step what we've done, and we've done almost 8 to 10 innovations during these 5 months of lockdown, I would say. When everybody was talking about let the lockdown open and then we'll start, we utilized this time actually to be the most innovative hotel industry or hotel company in India. So now if you log on to www.roseate Hotels and Resorts and you go on to the food menu, there is a menu out there, food menu, there's a link. If you press on that link, you actually can see the chefs preparing your own food in the hotel kitchens. And this is the first time which has happened in the history of hotel industry, at least in India, what I know. And we were able to do this thing during the lockdown. We are able to produce water from the air right now, which obviously we tied up with a US-based company, and we are generating water from the moisture. So it's not from the ground, it's not from the tanks, it's actually water being taken out from the moisture from the air, and that's drinkable water. Economy impact, for me, that was the best time to gain the lifetime benefit, best time to improve. Loan, debt, everybody is into debt, everybody is into loan. For me, that was the best time to move the brand up the ladder. Depression, I would say we got actually 5 months to 6 months of this lockdown period to rediscover and reinvent ourselves. And I'm going to take you with a couple of examples in my next slides. Demotivation probably helped me personally to do almost, I did 5 courses from Harvard University, from Oxford University, I had this psychology course. From Harvard University, I've done Tai Chi, which is managing your own internal energies. And I've done 3 more courses during this course when everybody was sitting at home. World stopped. As per the Google survey, 75% of Fortune 500 companies and S&P companies were all launched during the economic downturn. So for me, as I said, this was the best time for somebody to move up the ladder. Hotels closed, but on the other side, we have found new innovative ways of new contracts, new agreements, where the owners or even management companies are coming up with very alternate, very innovative ways of generating new businesses and new revenues. Huge amount of content in the market, very less quality, but that's the best time. If you're into the quality, if you're 1% of that 99% of population, there is nobody on earth who can stop you actually to rise up on that. Let's start with the question answers. As I said, I want to make it more interactive. I would request all my students to probably use the chat box option. And I would love to hear from everybody, which is a 3-letter job. There is a job which every human being has to do it, whether you like it or you do not like it. You have to do the 3-letter job throughout your life, which is the most, and that job is the most toughest and also the most easiest job in the world. And I'm going to get back to the screen to see how many of my students are able to answer that correctly. Let's use the chat box option, guys, for a few minutes. Right? How many, as I mentioned, which is the easiest and the toughest job in the world to do? The easiest and the toughest job in the world to do. Anybody can answer. It's a 3-letter word. Let me give you a quick answer to that also. It's a 3-letter word. If you're able to do that job, you can work anywhere in the world, in any industry, at any point of time. You will be recession-proof throughout your life. Forget about a career. You will be recession-proof throughout your life. Any student can give me the answer. Just guess. Let's take out a wild guess. Let's wait, probably. Anyone? All right, let me help you with everybody in that case. For me, it's ego of human beings. You know, we got best of the friends, we got the families all around. The only thing what I bring me closer to my best friends and my family is my ego. If my ego is lesser than their ego, I can get any job done from them. And we all understand what I'm talking about, right? I'm able to please my best of my best friends only because I lower my ego and I tell my best friend, you know, I'm going to do anything for you. You tell me what you want from me. And the job gets done. And this is the way the world works. This is the way, as I said, irrespective of which industry you are in, irrespective of which country of the world you are in, if you're able to manage this thing, you can work anywhere and you can be the best anywhere in the world. Now, coming back to my slide, we mentioned about Mr. Peter Drucker, so I've obviously gone through his course also, almost about 5-6 years back. The important 5 takes from him, and this is what we're going to discuss probably in moving ahead. How do I become an effective or productive person in life? How do I manage my time as I'm very busy? How do I manage my time as I'm very confused in life? There is so much of competition, so much of negativity. So what do I do actually in life? And I keep getting negative thoughts. You know, your brain keeps thinking about negative thoughts and it's difficult to concentrate on one single thought actually. So what do? That's the question what everybody has in mind. So my answer is very simple, and this is what I've been doing, practicing for last 22 years. Improve yourself. Spend whatever time you have only to make sure that you improve yourself. Rest, everything will fall in line automatically. Now, let's talk about a couple of advantages of this situation, especially when we're talking about the hotel industry. Wedding and MICE segment in India is the second largest segment in the world. US is number one, and wedding and MICE in India is the second largest business in the world. In India, we do 1 crore weddings in one single year. That's the way, because of the sheer population. 1 crore weddings happens in India every year. It's amount of 50,000 crore rupees of business worth. We Indians are the best software in the world. We human beings in India, I'm talking about the Indians, are the best software because of our sheer, I would say, tradition, culture, caste, whatever we follow. We are the most warmest people in the world. And if you talk about hospitality, that comes natural to us. We can be hired in any industry at any point of time. A hotelier can actually be absorbed in the hospitals, airlines, call centers, banks, schools, colleges, you name, and it's endless. Indians currently, because of the advantage what we have our 6% population is only about 65 years of age. If you take an example of Europe, if you take an example of Japan country, 33 to 45% of the population is about 65 years of age. And we are only 6% of our Indian population is about 65 years of age, which means we are the youngest population in the world, which also means maximum energy, if properly utilized, we can change the world the way we want. We got lowest number of hotel rooms in the world in India. India has the lowest number of hotels and the hotel rooms in the world, developed world I'm talking about, which means there is enough and more to grasp in the future. We are the second largest travelers in the world. Chinese are the largest travelers, number one in the world. Indians have become the second largest travelers in the world. And 99% of the world population still works on traditional methods, which means there is only 1% of population actually is innovative in the world. And this is also as per the Google statistics I'm talking about. I'm sure a lot of my students will be aware. You know, there is 3% of population globally, people, the rich people I'm talking about, 3% of the population with them is equal to the balanced 97% population, the wealth of the world, which means there are 3% of population or people basically in the world which controls 97% of the population, the wealth in the globe right now at this point of time. Now there are a couple of things, I'm going to just run through that and I'm going to have a quick session with everybody out here. We all have heard of the world richest man who was the world richest man, is no more, Mr. Steve Jobs. There was somebody who asked him that when he was in the last stage, that how do you feel? He said, I'm feeling whatever, I mean, that's a different question, but I don't want to die as the richest man in the grave. Which also brings us to the point, wealth is extremely important, but wealth is not the only thing in life. And I also wanted to bring to everybody's attention, and I'm also going to discuss that in detail in a couple of minutes with everybody. We are talking about, I just mentioned the only way forward is to improve yourself as a human being. And you can actually spend your entire life improving yourself and it's still going to be difficult. If you look at my slide with the 9 points, this is all taken from the scientists and the doctors and the Google, right? And you can verify all these things yourself also. You know how many cells are there in the human body? You know, we've learned during our schools and colleges, you got red blood cells and white blood cells in the human bodies, which takes care of our blood movement in the body and they help us against the infections. Do we know how many blood cells do we have in the human body? Let's take a wild guess, guys, please. There are no negative markings today on this. Any wild guesses by anybody? I'm waiting for students to at least start answering. Any wild guesses? Aditi, Drishti, Pranati, Mayank, Anand, Prachi, anybody can answer please. How many blood cells are there in the human body? Which helps us in movement of our blood inside the body and helps us in controlling our infections. I guess everybody is quite shy. Let me just answer that. Okay, sorry, people, I'm so happy people have started answering that now. Good, that's the way to do these sessions. There are 40 trillion cells in the human body. Can anybody help me? How many zeros are there in the trillion? Thank you, Himanshu. Thank you, Khushi. Thank you, Ayush, for interacting now. This is going to be an interesting session now. Trust me on that part. Is everybody attending this session because of the force thing by the institute and the management, or because you really want to grow faster in your life? Just type yes or no. If you really want to grow faster in life, just type Y. If not, then type N. Let me see who all wants to grow faster in life. Awesome. Look at the number of Y's coming in. Very good. Excellent. Good. Thank you so much. So tell me how many zeros are there in 1 trillion? Number of zeros, 12 trillion. Very good. Thanks, Mayank. Thank you. So I am talking about a human body carries 40 trillion cells inside it. Everybody is wearing a watch, right? I kept my watch out here. If you're wearing a smart watch, there is a company called a Supercharger 2. If you take that company today and get a watch on your wrist, you will not have to charge that smartwatch. You know why? Because it gets charged by the body cells of your wrist. So the technology has gone so ahead that your body cells can charge your watch. You know how many cells required to light up one bulb? You all are sitting in your home right now, or in your room, or wherever you are. There is bulb in the ceiling of your right now. You can have a look at this. The bulb is glowing. You know how many body cells are required to light up that bulb? One bulb. Any guess? Any wild guesses? We have 40 trillion cells in us. How many body cells are required to just glow one bulb? A 100-watt bulb. I only need 100 cells to light up one bulb. And I am just leaving this question with all of you. You can understand, if I'm able to control 40 trillion cells, if I'm able to generate the energy out of my body of 40 trillion cells, what all can I do in life? Right? Okay, I'm just going to run quickly the other things with you. Length of the body cells is 1.5 lakh kilometers. Length of our DNA is 6 billion kilometers inside the human body. We human beings think 70,000 thoughts in a day, and that brings to me an interesting question. How many hours are in a day? Anybody who knows that? How many hours are in a day? 24 hours. Excellent, Himanshu. How many seconds are in a day? Thank you, Karthik. How many seconds are in a day? Anybody who can answer? Okay, let me quickly answer that. 86,400 seconds in a day. And we human beings think 70,000 thoughts in a day. Anybody who can tell me that I'm very busy or I'm actually not busy in life? People who say I'm very busy in life, type Y please out there. People who say I'm very busy and actually don't have time to do anything in life, type Y please. We are all busy. We all keep saying I don't have time for this. I have my classes, I have my home, and I have to do a lot of other things. Okay, let's take an example. How many hours everybody sleeps in a day? How many hours everybody sleeps in a day? 6 hours. Ayush, good. What else? Anybody else? 5 to 6 hours. Karthik, Himanshu, 7 hours. Khushi, 8 to 10 hours. Akshita, 9 hours. Okay, so I can quickly judge. We sleep about 7 to 8 hours on an average a day. We all have our smartphones, right? If you look at the screen, there's an option that how many hours have you spent on that screen? Have a look at your smartphone. There's an option. You know how many hours you spend, a normal human being spends on the screen on a day? And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking you these questions. Because you wanted to grow faster in life. So I'm just going to help you quickly. So we spend roughly about 7 to 8 hours on an average every day. We spend 7 to 8 hours sleeping, which makes 16 hours a day. Then I attend my college, which is about 6 hours roughly, which makes 22 hours. And I'm only left with 2 hours in a day. So which means I have to utilize those 2 hours to travel. I have to take bath. I have to eat food. Where is the time? Anybody has got any more time left? Do we have more than 24 hours? No. Excellent, Khushi. So then what do I do then? Because 7 to 8 hours I sleep, 7 to 8 hours I watch my phone. I do a lot of things because it's important in today's time, social media and everything. 6 hours goes in my college. And the balance 2 hours I go to traveling, I eat food and I sleep. So where is the time then in that case? You know, all I'm asking from you today, this is my first request. If you really want to grow faster and the smartest, I'm only asking to take out 1 to 2 hours of your smartphone and spend on exactly what you want in life, which means you need to have a goal in life. And that goal can be as small as joining a gym every day. That goal can be as small as that I want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That goal going to be as small as that I want to make sure that I will always have dinner with my family, without the TV on, without my mobile on with me. That can be as small as that. Okay, let me ask another. I'm sorry, I'm going to ask a lot of questions out here. Who wants to become the smartest man in the world? Anybody who wants to say yes or no? Let's see. Who wants to become the smartest man in the world or woman in the world? It's the same thing, sorry. Himanshu says yes. So out of almost 70 participants, there are only 1 or 2 people saying that means the rest of the lot does not want to become the smartest. I'm surprised actually. It can't be possible. Can we get more yes from people? Thank you, Palak. Thank you, Charu. Thank you, Kushi, for joining in now. Thank you, Pranati. My next question, if I want to be the smartest, have I developed the smartest or the cutest smile in the world? You know, we have people who we just want to see them because we just love seeing them because of the smile on their face. When we see people doing a handshake, I love seeing those people doing that person doing a handshake because that's the best handshake I've seen in the world. Now my point is, I just gave you that 1 to 2 hours, right? Taking out of your smartphone and spending on something. So let's develop the best handshake. Let's develop the best smile. Let's develop the best body language. Let's develop the best communication skills. It can be verbal or non-verbal communication skills. And it's going to take time. And I've just given you a couple of examples out here. Spend those 1 to 2 hours every day to be the best in whatever you want. Multiply that 1 to 2 hours into 365 days a year and you automatically know what you will be after 1 year compared to your fellow colleagues at this point of time. This is self-education. You do not need anybody to come down and help you. This is self-learning, self-help, and I call it as self-education for me, right? All right. We breathe about 20,000 times in a day, 20,000 times in a day. Human body, which you understood from the above points, is the most complex machine ever built till date. I wake up, 10% of my waking time actually goes in blinking when I'm actually, even if I'm awake, I'm sleeping, I'm still blinking right now. Human body changes internally after every 11 months and skeleton after every 10 years, and you spend 4 years of life eating and you spend 25% of your life in sleeping. So your 1/4 time of your life goes in sleeping, which we've just seen right now, right? 1/4 of my time goes in watching the mobile. So question was, how do I become smart? Where do I have time? Because everybody is busy in life, but unfortunately or fortunately, time is the only thing, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're a lady or whether you're a gentleman, everybody has got equal time. Anybody has got more than 24 hours? So the point is, how does one person become rich? How does one person become the leader and the other person remain the follower, right? That's the question. Obviously, we all have to answer, everybody. So it's the time, the way I spend on myself to improve is what I mentioned initially. Also, let me give you a quick brief about myself to help you understand better who am I and why am I here today and what am I doing out here today with everybody out here, right? All right, so I always say my life has just begun right now. If I can do it, all the students who are listening to this session, you certainly can do it because you deserve that right now. I was a very shy boy from a village. It's a very small village near Kurukshetra, if everybody has heard that. I only knew Hindi. I obviously from a village boy, you don't know how to talk in English. I took a chance to step out. I had a joint family with 45 people in my home. Failed in my French exam when I was doing my hotel management course. An average boy, a very average boy in school. I always wanted to be an army officer. Cleared my medical for army. Could not join that because I was not a graduate at that point of time. This is, I'm talking about 22 years back, guys. I only took 18 years to do my graduation, 18 years, and I just completed actually my graduation 4 years back. I have got graduated when I turned 40 years of my life. I worked 12 years without a leave. I started my career as a room boy. So I've cleaned the rooms of the hotels, I've cleaned the swimming pool, I've scrubbed the floor. I was a laundry valet, used to go to the guest rooms to pick up the laundry. I was a matrimonial agent, I was a steward, so F&B, you visit hotels and restaurants. So I was a waiter and I was a steward, and then I was a receptionist, and then gradually I started moving up in the life. I was fortunate and I was lucky to be rejected by every single recruitment company who came to our institute. And I always say, thank God. And I will always explain, and I'll help you to understand why am I thanking God and why I will always say that I was lucky enough to be rejected by every recruitment company. And as I said, my story has just become because now I launched a brand. I'm the CEO of the company. This was created 4 years back. It's a luxury brand, very well known, at least in the NCR market. I'm responsible for 2,500 people, and they all look up to me every single day. You know why 2,500 people? Because I got 700 employees, and every employee into 4 family members. That means I'm responsible for their families also. That's the way you need to take responsibility. That's the way you need to take accountability for yourself in life, basically. Now, moving to next, as I mentioned, there are 4 tips which I would request everybody to remember in life. And let me put it across to all of you out here. There are 4 tips, and I will break down these tips into smaller. Always be transparent in life, whether it's your personal life or your professional life. Make sure you're always transparent. You know, there is a logic behind that. If you're transparent, you do not have a fear factor of anybody. And if you do not have a fear factor of anybody, you will for surely grow in life. Because that means you can do anything in life without a fear factor. And for that, you need to be transparent. I, for me, stands for innovation. I've just mentioned everybody out there. Right, I was thankfully also awarded as the most innovative hotelier of India in 2010, and this remains with me throughout my career. P for me stands, you guys would have learned, you keep reading a lot, passion. Whatever you do, do it with passion, otherwise please don't do it. Until the time you don't find what you love, keep doing, keep searching. Once you found, you automatically will start doing that. And the day you find passion in your job, I can guarantee you will not look at your watch. You will not do a 9 to 6 job. You will work even for 20 hours and you will never get tired. And for me, S, the last, stands for simple. As simple as you can be in your ethics, in your work culture, in your doing things, practices, be as simple as you can in life. These are 4 things which always have helped me throughout my career. Now let's come to some challenges in life, right? Who's ready to accept 2 challenges from me? With a guarantee, if you take these 2 challenges only for 7 days and 21 days, I can vouch for all the students that these students will turn out to be the best students the faculty has ever seen in their institute. Anybody who's interested in 7 days and 21 days challenge, say Y means yes, N means no. Thank you, Himanshu. Oh my God, there's so many people. Anjali, thanks Palak, thank Ayush, Khushi, thank you everybody. Okay, let's start with the challenge. From today onwards, for next 7 days, you will not talk any negative word. You will not use any negative word. No, can't, cannot, should not. Nothing will be used by you in your vocabulary. You will not speak to anybody in a negative with any negative word. You will not write any negative word in your WhatsApp, email. You will not even speak to anybody with these words. 7 days challenge, which means, and I can guarantee you right now, start after this session, these next 7 days will be the most toughest and challenging days of your life. You know why? Because a normal average human being spends more time in negative thoughts rather than in positive. You know, we spend 80% of our life thinking about our past, why it happened, why did I do that? It should not have happened. Why am I through these things and all that? 15 to 18% of our time, I think about the future. What's going to happen in the future? I'm very fearful. I'm not sure, especially during these times. There's only 2 to 3% actually time I spend right now. And I can just check out the smiles on most of the students. While you were watching for the last 30 minutes, there were a lot of other thoughts which are coming in your mind. And this is what I just mentioned. 75% of our time we spend in our past, 20% almost time we spend on the future, and there's hardly any time we actually spend in the present. And you know, present is the only thing which is guaranteed to all of us. If I improve my present with the positive things, my future automatically becomes positive. Guys, that's a very simple logic. There is no scientific fundas. You don't need management theories out there. You don't need PhD. And I'm a fine example, right? If a room boy can become a CEO of a 5-star luxury hotel, open up, you guys are far more better than me. You guys are far more smarter than me, and you can do much more than me, which means you can go way ahead than me also right now on that part. So is everybody ready for that? 7 days challenge, no negative talks, no negative writing, no email, no negative thoughts also, which means if a negative thought is coming in, you'll have to start thinking positive. I hope everybody is clear on that part. You got my email ID, you got my mobile number, you got my LinkedIn on this same chat box. The day you get negative, you'll have to start again 7 days challenge. So the moment somebody has cleared that 7 days challenge, call me and I'll invite you to my hotels for a free stay or a free lunch or dinner, right? It's only 7 days I'm asking guys, only 7 days. Anybody is interested for the second challenge, 21 days challenge? I only want these 2 challenges for people to remember their life. Excellent, thanks. So whoever wants to go to the gym, whoever wants to wake up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, whoever wants to do anything in life and it's very tough, make sure take the help of your friends, take the help of your family, faculty. I'm more than happy to help anybody in case they want. Do that thing what you want at the same time for next 21 days without a break. And this is again scientifically proven. You can check on the Google. So I'll give you an example. I want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. Make sure you do anything, you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You tell your family, you tell your faculty, you tell your best friend, you tell anybody to wake you up, irrespective of what happens, you wake up at 5 o'clock every day. This is a guarantee from me from 22nd day, and it's proven. Your body and your mind accepts that as a normal routine, and your mind will automatically wake you up on the 22nd day, right at the time when you've been waking up for the last 21 days. Try this out. If it doesn't work, please call me, and I'll be more than happy to do that. Thanks, Parul. 21 days is indeed very good, powerful number. And yes, correct. You're absolutely right. Thanks, Parul, for that. So only 2 challenges. I'm going to invite, so the winner will get a comp night stay from my hotels and resorts, lunch, dinner, anything you guys need. So that means the moment a negative thought comes, the moment I speak negative, my 7 days again starts from the same moment. Clear? Is everybody ready? Guys, there are 2-3 books I want to tell everybody to read it at your ease. Even if you are not a reader, please read it at your ease. There is no forcing on that. The first one, this will open up your thoughts and this will open up your mind, right? I can take this session for hours and hours and hours. Anybody who's probably believes in power of thought, you know, we have power of thoughts. Anybody who believes in power of thought, I'm going to give you a book for this power of thoughts called as Placebo. You know, this is facts. This is written by a world-renowned doctor. And this book talks about, and it will tell you, give you live examples that if you think, and if you keep thinking those things automatically start happening in life. You know, I'm going to give you a couple of things and you'll be actually surprised. I'm just typing it for you. There is 2008 Journal of Medicine. And I'm just giving you this. It's called as actually UK Journal 2008 of Medicine. There were 180 patients who went for knee surgery in UK I'm talking about, and this is all there on the Google. 180 patients went for knee surgery. 90 patients, the knee surgery was done. The balance 90 patients, only the cut on the knee was done. There was no operation done. The cut was refilled by the stitches and the patients were asked to leave, telling them that your knee surgery has been done. Till date, it's been 12 years. Not even a single patient has come back and mentioned that I have a pain in my knee. You know why? Because the doctors told them that your knee surgery has been successful. This is the power of thought. I can give you live examples where people, because of their own thinking, because of their own power, have got cured even of cancer, AIDS, and the world's most deadliest diseases. You know why these things happen? Because I keep storing those things in me. And as I mentioned you, 80 trillion cells, if you utilize them with the positivity, nobody can stop you in life. Nobody. Nelson Mandela, Mr. Nelson Mandela, 27 years in jail, 27 years in jail, he comes out and he becomes the president of South African country, right? We will never imagine doing those things ourselves. If I'm in 27 years in jail, I'm almost finished my life. And I've come out and I've become the president of the country. Now, these things have happened. Anybody who's heard of Alibaba? Jack Ma from Alibaba? Anybody? Yes, no? Do you know who is he? He's one of the richest men in China and one of the top 10 richest men in the world. Do you know how many times he was rejected by Harvard University? He wanted to join Harvard University as a student. You know how many times he was rejected by Harvard University? 10 times. You know, he went for a security guard job. He went for a security guard job 30 times and he was rejected by 30 times. He could not even get into a KFC. He was rejected by KFC also. He took 3 years. He got his, obviously, best of his colleagues. They started a business. For 3 years, he had zero business, zero revenues in his business, zero revenue. But his story in life is very simple. Never ever quit in life. Never ever give up in life. Because please remember, this is our life, I would say, a learning for me. There will be always people around you who will always pull you down. They will never push you up. You know, your life, we talk about in professional career, our life is like this triangle. You know, in this triangle, when you move up, the number of positions start going low. You always have one principal in the college, you always have one dean in the college, right? And then below you have the HODs, you have the professors, assistant professors, and you have obviously the students out there. So one dean, one principal, one president of the country, one general manager of the hotel. You will never ask that person what problems have you gone through in life or what challenges, right? You only see that person reaching that top level. But if you ask that person actually will tell you the stories. That's the easiest way to learn from people who've grown up. Ask them what were their struggles. There's one couple of things I would also like to stress upon right now. There is one word I am requesting you today to please take it out from your vocabulary forever. And this is the word. You know why I'm asking you? I'm asking you very simple. I come to any of the student right now and I'm going to ask student, you know, maybe Akshat, I have a lot of problems in my life and I need you to help me with that. And let's remove this problem, Akshat, right now. And I'm going to go to you again as the second person. I'm going to say, Akshat, you know, I have a lot of challenges in life and I want you to help me with these challenges. Which one will you prefer? 99% population will prefer a person who's come telling that I have challenges and I want you to help me in my challenges. You know, because challenges look better. The words which I use in my vocabulary break or make me as a human being. Break me or make me as what I want to be in the industry. Simple, but they create a huge impact on the other person who is listening to me. And I just give you a simple example of a word problem. Remove this word problem and see the impact on your life from today onwards. And as I said, I know it sounds very easy, but it's going to be very tough because your mind will have to start looking out for positive words, which is extremely tough because your mind has got used to so many negative words and so many negative things around you right now in the world. All right, I'm going to probably quickly run through. Sorry, anybody who wants to get hypnotized by me right now? You know, I've learned over a period of time from a room boy to a CEO that I can hypnotize anybody. Let's switch on the videos. Ma'am, if you allow, can you switch on the videos? I want to hypnotize my students right now.
Sure, sir.
Okay, switch on the videos. Let's see each other. I'm not going to make you a cat or a rabbit. Don't worry on that part. Right? And I'm not going to let you sleep also. Anybody who wants to get hypnotized, please switch on the videos.
All of you, please switch on your videos.
I guess they don't want to get hypnotized. You want to convince somebody in life? You know, I've learned 2 C's in life on my own through my own mistakes. I've done tons of mistakes. And that's the only way to become fastest in life. You know, the more you make mistakes, the faster you grow. The only thing, make sure you don't repeat those mistakes in life. That's my life probably lesson, for my own. Make mistakes, learn from them, grow up. Don't repeat those mistakes. Are we ready for the hypnotism? Switch on the videos. I can only see Akshita, Sakshi, thank you for coming out here. Kushi, thank you. All right, whoever is, we are still waiting. Pranay, thank you. Okay, whatever I tell you, you'll keep doing that. Prabal, thank you. Himanshu, thank you. Okay, join your hands. Join your hands like this. Let's do it, guys, fast. Join your hands like this, 2 hands like this. Move your hands like this now. Fold your fingers. Move your 2 fingers like this. Move your 2 fingers like that and press them very hard. Press them extremely hard. Ma'am, you can also try. Thank you. Now, the moment I tell you to open up the fingers, make a V shape. When I tell you, so listen to me right now. Listen to me. When I tell you to open up the fingers like this, and you have to look on the left hand side and the right hand side with your eyes. So you look at the left finger and you look at the right finger. One left and one right. And I'm going to join your fingers together. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Open the fingers. Right? And try not to bring the fingers together, but I'm bringing your fingers together. Parul ma'am has already joined the fingers. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Dr. Sudhir has also joined the fingers. Thank you, sir. Akshita, yes, you are trying. Yes. Prabal, you're almost there. Thank you. Sakshi, you're very close. Thank you. I told you not to join the fingers and you're joining the fingers. Guys, what am I doing out here? Just type if you can help me to understand. What have I done out here? I told you not to join the fingers, right? But on the other side, I told you I'm going to make it happen. What did I do out here? I can run through maybe another 100 of these probably practical things where you can actually convince people in life within seconds. It took less than 30 seconds to convince you. I'm not even touching you. I'm sitting so many kilometers away, right? And you did exactly what I was telling you to do it. And I told you initially, please don't do it. What was I doing to you? All about power of belief. Excellent, Himanshu. Anybody else probably? I took control of your mind. I took control of your mind and you started doing exactly what I was telling you to do it. You know, as a professional, what is your job? You need to get the job done, right? You need to get the results, right? And if you can control the mind of your next colleague or the business partner or your guest, these are simple truths in life, right? Guys, you don't need a PhD. I'm not a PhD. I'm not an MBA holder. I took 18 years to do my graduation. I failed in my French exam. Still I haven't become the CEO. I always talk about my journey has only started right now, right? It's all mind game. And I've told you a couple of things in the back, at the back right now. If you can do those things, if you can take up those challenges, nobody can stop you of what you want to do. Now, can I give you a simple probably example? We all say, you know, I don't have much time to learn and I don't know what to learn in life and how to grow in life. Anybody who has that feeling that, you know, my teachers are not teaching me, my lecturers are not teaching me, I don't know where to go and what to learn and how to learn. Anybody can type yes or no. Is it a challenge with everybody? And I'm going to help you guys to learn the entire world in next couple of days. What is this? Can anybody type what is this? It's a smartphone. Do I have an answer to all? You know, I can ask you 50 questions right now on this smartphone. I can ask, so let's start. When was this smartphone built? I don't know the answer. So I'll have to ask somebody. Why is this color black? I don't know. Why is this shape? I don't know. Why is this size? I don't know. What is the price? I don't know. What was the cost price of this phone? I don't know. Where was it manufactured? I don't know. Who transported? I don't know. How many people were required to make this phone? I don't know. How many days does it take to make this phone? I do not know the answers. And who can answer these questions? You all have answers in your hand. It's your phone. Type on that phone, get any answers to any questions in the world you can. So anybody who says that I do not know what to learn more, just use the phone, which you are anyway there throughout the day, 7 to 8 hours every day, right? So utilize it properly and you will see the difference what you can learn. Learning is endless, guys. It's an endless learning. What you want to learn, you can learn anywhere else in life. A couple of things as I ask also, probably as I keep telling people also. Please make sure today, this is my probably third or the last probably challenge to anybody, third or the last challenge. Before you sleep every day in the night, only ask 5 questions to yourself which you do not have the answers. This is the third and the last challenge for the day. Only ask 5 questions every day which you do not have the answers. Ask yourself in the morning and do not sleep till the time you do not get answers to these 5 questions. You can ask the answers from your faculty, or otherwise the easiest is the Google. Go to the Google and Google answers everything. Why am I asking you to do this thing? 5 questions in a day into 365 days in a year. You will be 2,000 answers smarter in one single year than your counterpart. Than any of your friend, any of your colleague, any of the person around you, you will be 2,000 answers smarter than your next competitor in life. And that's the easiest thing, as I said. Do not sleep till the time you do not get answers to these 5 questions. And you can ask any of these 5 questions you want. Stay out of the comfort zone. As I mentioned, if I could be a steward, if I could be a room boy, if I could be a laundry valet, if I could be a matrimonial agent. So I used to touch the boys and the girls side. I've done that job also. If I can become what I wanted to become, and I still am growing in life, I only need to move out of my comfort zone. Be your own competition. Do not look out for competition outside your world. Watch the person in the mirror every day in the morning and before you sleep, and that's the person who should be your competition. Never complain and never explain. This is my favorite, as I always tell people. Because 90% of people are never interested. Go to your friend today, or go to your probably any of your known family member today, and start talking. I have this complaint, I have this problem, I have this issue, and I have this challenge. Couple of minutes, and they'll say, boss, thank you, please, chup ho jaye yaar. We are not interested in that. Because we ourselves have so many issues. Everybody has so many issues in life, right? Do something which makes you happy as a person, as a human being. I've anyway given you 3 challenges. These 3 challenges will keep you busy for your life ever. I would love to do this point 10, but we are short on time right now. Anybody who wants to remove a fear factor throughout their life? We have a fear factor of as small things. I have a fear factor of insect, lizard, rat, snake. We all have these fear factors, right? There are a lot of students who are smiling right now. You can get in touch with me. I will take this maybe offhand because I don't want to spend more time on this. I can guarantee you right now, I will remove that fear factor from your life only in 1 minute throughout your life. And you will never have fear factor of that insect, that animal in your life throughout your life. I only need 1 minute of yours. Please connect me after this and I'm more than happy to do that for you. So anything that you have a fear factor in your life, I only need 1 minute to remove that fear factor throughout your life. Fear factor of job, fear factor of life, fear factor of insect, fear factor of losing somebody. I need only 1 minute, right? So let's discuss later on this thing, please. Life challenges are good. We've seen the ICU machines in the hospitals, probably in the magazines. The ICU machine goes up and down. ICU machine is the best learner for your life because it tells you you're still alive. Because it goes up, it comes down. That's the life also, right? It goes up, good things happen, comes down, bad things happen, goes up, goes down. What does an ICU machine tells when there's a straight line out there? What does it tell us? Let's see the answers. What does an ICU machine tells us when it's a straight line? Is the patient still alive or gone? Dead. Super. Thanks, Ayush and Anjali, Imanshu. You don't want to be like that, right? You don't want your life to be monotonous. In the same manner, that's why please remember, your life, you need to get ups and downs to remain alive in life. And that's the best way to do that. And what else other than the ICU machine can teach you these things of lessons of your life, right? Make a small goal every day, and I've just given you 7 challenges, 21 days challenge. That's good enough for you to learn. Best service is when it's done more than your ego, and I've discussed that also. The point number 14, you can take a screenshot. Anybody who's interested, these are absolutely interesting, your scientific theories and scientific proofs, which tells you what as a human being you can do in the world, what your power of thoughts can actually take you to the place what you want to grow in life. So you can take a screenshot of maybe point number 14 or the entire thing also in case you want. And I'm happy to discuss this thing often with any student, anytime you guys want in life. Ma'am, just one last thing from everybody. How long can you hold your breath? How long can you hold your breath? As a human being, how long can you hold on your breath? 50 seconds, are you super? Anybody else? Sakshi, 50 seconds, 2 minutes, wow, 10 to 12 seconds, okay, 1 minute, for 15 seconds, 45 seconds, super. You know, there is a gentleman by the name Steve, S-T-E-V-E. He's from Netherlands. You know, he's broken the world record to hold his breath for how many minutes? I just typed the answer, 22 minutes. He's a foreigner. If you download his book, sorry, I can just give you his book. It's a very interesting book. And you know, this book talks about Indian yogis and how Indian yogis have controlled and mastered their mind. He's a foreigner and he's broken the world record, 22 minutes without a breath. If this guy can come to India, learn from India, we guys in India can learn a lot of things and travel anywhere and conquer anything in the globe we want. I guess, ma'am, that's good enough for me to help these students for today, and I'm more than happy to connect with them over the email, WhatsApp, anywhere they want me to. I'm going to do those separate sessions with them separately, whoever is interested. I'll be happy to answer any questions anybody has, please. The crux what I wanted to explain to everybody today is, guys, please improve yourself. Forget what the world is doing. If you're able to improve yourself, you can do anything in the world. And to improve yourself, you can actually spend the entire life and still the improvement will keep on going on and on. Any questions, and I'm happy to address to any of the students right now.
Students, if you have any questions, please post your questions in the chat window.
Akshita, yes, I'll send probably to ma'am. Really, I'll send my entire presentation. You guys can go through that. Happy to do that.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome.
Any questions?
I just requested everybody to ask 5 questions every day before you sleep for the day. So please remember that.
Yeah, you can start from now. Ask your first question here only.
I might not be knowing, so I'll also look at the Google to get the answers, but I'll make sure I answer you back. Sir, I have the fear of crowd. Pranay, I'll be happy to help you. As I mentioned, let's discuss this offhand. I'll be happy to help you with that. Any book you want to suggest? Yes, as I mentioned, Breathology is there. Secret is one of the books. Placebo is the another one. And I can give you a lot of other books also offhand to do that.
With the permission of the chair, ma'am, can I ask Mr. Kapoor a question, please?
Sure, sir. Sure. Please go ahead, sir.
Sir, this question is not, I mean, your talk was superb. Thank you so much for that, sir. So can I ask you a question about the industry with your permission, sir?
Please do, sir.
I wanted to ask you because I've always been very interested in the hospitality business. My son has just joined Vettel School of Business in Sushant University this year. Very worried as a parent as to what will happen to the hotel industry. And my boy says he wants to make a career only in the hotel.
Sure.
But the question is slightly technical. Sir, this model of small hotel chain like B&B and OYO, do you think, sir, this model is sustainable? I wanted to ask you that, sir.
Sir, my answer is very simple. Probably I can give you a couple of rather examples on this also. Based on your budget, sir, you even stay in a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star and 5-star hotels, right? What is one thing which you look in those hotels, sir, based on your budget? Do you look at the quality of service, sir?
I look at the cleanliness of the hotel.
Cleanliness and the quality of service, right?
Yes.
And somebody who smiles at you, says, "Welcome back, Dr. Bisht," and wishes Dr. Bisht on his birthday anniversary, right? Sir, if these things do not happen in a 5-star hotel, would you still prefer to go to a 5-star hotel, sir? You know, if I am in a 1-star hotel and you come to my hotel as a B&B hotel, sir, and I make sure I wish Dr. Bisht on his birthday, on his anniversary, and I make sure I touch base with him every 3rd month.
Right.
A 5-star luxury hotel where Dr. Bisht has spent 10,000 rupees on one single night. You will never prefer going back to the hotel, sir, compared to what you've gone from this hotel. You know why? Because I've won your ego, sir. This is the only thing which I need to win from the other human being. Irrespective of the business you are in, sir, irrespective of the business, if you know how to handle your customer well, sir, you can do any business anywhere in the globe, sir. Sir, there are small pan shops, there are small mithai walas. You always go to that particular shop, sir. And you know the reason why? Because they pamper you, Dr. Bish, aap aage itne din se kahan the? Your ears only want to listen to that, sir, as a human being. If you want to listen as a human being, that's the way anybody can also would like to listen to that also, sir. It's only pleasing the ego of the other human being, irrespective of where you are there in the world, at what time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Another question.
Please.
I don't want to let go this opportunity.
Please, please.
In 2002, in 1998, I was working for Exxon Mobil.
Oh, wow.
And I was the long stayer at Taj President in Mumbai.
All right.
I stayed there for 1 year because we were on a project.
True.
And I had to go to Jaipur for a month.
Okay.
As luck would have it, we could not get a booking in Taj.
Okay.
And I was booked in Trident, Jaipur, because I worked in Trident. 1998, if you remember, sir, 1998, Trident, Jaipur had started.
Yes, correct.
I was among there. I stayed there for 1 month. And after that, we came to Delhi. Somebody told me, and actually I never Googled it, that there is some relationship between Trident and Oberoi.
Correct.
So I thought I should ask you this question today.
Right.
It has been in my mind.
Yeah. So, sir, I started my career with the Trident Udaipur in 1998, and I then was in Trident Cochin in 1999.
Okay.
So, like all the brands, you have sub-brands under the brand, sir. So, Oberoi is the major brand, is the parent company.
Okay.
And then Oberoi is a luxury segment. Then you have Vilases, which are Raj Vilas, Uday Vilas, Vane Vilas. These are all the high-end luxury Vilases. And then you have the budget hotels. But these budget hotels for Oberoi are also good 5-star hotels. These budget hotels are all Trident hotels, which are, this is a separate brand under the Oberoi brand. So Oberoi has Oberoi hotels, which are all luxury hotels. Then you have a second segment, which is Trident hotels, which is a separate segment of hotels. So this is a part of the Oberoi hotels, but at a lower level, sir.
Okay, because if you go to Gurgaon, you will find Trident
Correct.
and Oberoi
Gurgaon,
next to each
correct.
other.
So Oberoi Gurgaon, it's very easy. Oberoi Gurgaon, you will get a room in today's time on 10,000, 12,000. Trident, you will get a room on 6,000 and 7,000. So that's the difference.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a positive and interactive talk. On behalf of Delhi Metropolitan Education, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Kapoor for being a part of today's session. I'm sure our students would draw inspiration from you and will surely excel in their life.
Thank you.
Also, I would like to thank Dr. Ravikant Swami, sir, Director DME, for sparing his time and being a part of today's session. A special thanks to Sudhir, sir, also for joining the session. I would also like to thank my co-host, Ms. Parul Grover, who is managing the platform during the session. Last but not the least, I would also appreciate our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone for being so interactive in today's session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much once again. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Attendance form.
Students will be sharing the attendance form in the chat window. Please fill this form. All of